So now let's talk about marketing and things that you can do. Because if you just sit back and you're waiting for the economy to bounce back, you're waiting for the stock market to bounce back, that could be a very long time. So sitting back and waiting is not the ideal. We want you to get into action. And some of the things that you can do is marketing. Don't stop your marketing. This is assuming your practice is still still open. Even if you had to shut down for a few weeks, you could be doing things behind the scenes to get ready and back up. But I'd continue with Facebook marketing, Google ads, all that stuff. And I'd be communicating with your patients on a regular basis. So marketing needs to continue on a regular basis, no doubt about it. Do not stop doing that. Communicate with your patients. Let them know you're open, where you are. What are your hours? Has anything changed? Hopefully not. Continue doing what you're doing. But marketing, here's the key to it. We want to let them know two things. One, what you're currently doing in the office to disinfect and sanitize, to give them reinforcement, to make sure they're okay.
Following CDC guidelines.
Absolutely. We've sent some stuff out about that. So most of you are doing that already, but just letting them know that's what you're continuing to do. It's a safe environment, so forth and so on. And then a couple of things you should be doing. One, I believe you should be doing recalls, active and inactive patients, people who are currently patients and for whatever reason they fell off the face of the earth. Even if they said, I'm not coming in because of the coronavirus, call them anyway, check in with them. How you doing? We're here for you. You know, if you can make it in, we'd love to have you, because the whole premise is about boosting their immune system, like we've talked about, right? We know chiropractic care can contribute to doing that. It can help them decrease the stress in their life. Again, because if the stress goes up, their immune system gets weakened. And it's okay to say neuromuscular, skeletal injuries, whatever, because let's face it, urgent care centers are overloaded, ERs are overloaded. You can let them know as a community service and to help the first responders, we're here to take that overload. So if you don't want to go there, come to us. We're open. We're ready to serve. We're ready to go. So these are all a lot of things that you can do.
And we want to make sure you're using technology properly. So some of you are emailing your patients, but emails don't get opened anymore. We want you to be texting your patients, right? So a lot of you use Review Wave, which we recommend at Chiro Destiny. Some of you use some of the other softwares that work and are great. Some of the chiropractic softwares have text messaging and reminders built in, but those are customizable. And that's the best chance you have of getting it right under someone is right to their phone. So utilize your text messaging appropriately to let them know that you are, in most states right now, chiropractic is essential healthcare. We know that there are some states that have shut it down and some individual practices have shut down. But if you're considered essential, make sure patients know that.
Absolutely. So communicate with your community, people you have relationships, other doctors, other offices, other whatever the relationship is. Check in with them. Let them know you're here to support them and whatever you can do for them that you're willing to do.
And in fact, the other small businesses around you, whether it's a small coffee shop or whatever, we have docs that are buying gift cards for those small businesses and saying, here's a couple $100. Your next 100 people that come in for a cup of coffee, it's on me. Just let them know I took care of it for them. And you're starting to support each other because they're going through the same thing that we are. We'll talk about employment decisions right in a few minutes. But again, these are ways that you can keep your relationships. The practices that are going to survive long-term are the ones that nurture the existing relationships now. So you're in constant contact, and after the dust settles, you're all going to help to be able to build and boost each other back up.
Well, finally, the last question you should ask yourself is, in the midst of this chaos and craziness and confusion and fear, what can I do? What action steps can I take right now to communicate with more people, my patients, the community? What steps can I take? Because when people go into fear, it's, oh my God, I'm not going to do anything. That's the worst thing you can do right now. Again, let's reiterate, again, be proactive, take action steps now.